sort of stare into it. And that's what hell is.
Absolutely bugger toe peak. Looky. All of this was all laid out for the roaming peasant. I've already chomped through quite a few bowls. They don't realise who they've just invited to a all-you-can-eat breakfast. I'm a ravenous wilderness boy. I'm going to take them to town. Actually, going to try to make some progress. Probably not. Oh, Jesus. From Portugal, where I started, to here, it's only like 42 kilometres. That is so sad. I mean, I suppose I did come down here and back up, but that's pretty sad progress, to be honest. I don't know, I think the average, from what I'm reading, is cycle tourists typically want to get between 64 and 90 kilometers a day. We are talking about people who carry like very minimalistic gear, or much more minimalistic than what I've got. But also, yeah, I'm just easing in and ironing out all the stuff. If I want to make it to Croatia in what, 6.5 weeks? Oh, I'm gonna have to hustle. Actually, what's the math of? Right, there is 2,800 kilometers. What's the math of that? So even if I was to do 30 kilometers, Jesus, that'd be nearly 100 days. Oh, bollocks. This might be a tougher challenge than I thought. That makes me want to ditch breakfast and get going. The Eurovelo track is telling me to go down here, the Atlantic coast route. Ooh. But yeah, I was also just thinking, it's not even just been the bike issues, but many hours stopping off, chatting to people, many more hours filming, sending the drone up. Oh God, off-road is so much harder. Ooh. Hello there. You alright? Wow. You alright? Hey. Look at them go. Go. Let's make chase. Let's make chase. Let's make chase. If anyone wondering what the difference between bike packing and bike touring is, this is now bike packing. Much rougher experience. Whole part of the morning has just been brutal uphill. And it's mental warfare. It really is, but every uphill there's an equal downhill. Even if it's in a day or two, it will come. Okay, coming up that hill has made me realise just how much I'm overloaded with gear. Way too overloaded. Like versus
My Scotland trip, which is very similar in terms of hilliness, this is twice as hard. I've got 2 water filters. It's got to go. 2 bars of soap. It's got to go. Any cacked underwear, trousers, pants that I don't need to cycle on wash, got to go. I've got 2 coats in there and a poncho. Oh God, what the hell was I thinking? I think it's because I was planning to go for so long. I was like, pack my whole life into a bike. I've got 2 bicycle pumps, 2 phones. Basically, I'm riding Noah's Ark style. Everything in by 2 by 2. It's just started raining. I've got high enough to see the coastline. It's a hella neat coastal route. Oh God, better get all the rain coverings out.
I think it's probably abundantly clear at this point that in terms of how much of this adventure is actually planned or even mildly outlined is basically none. I kind of didn't want any spoilers. Which, along with the heavier gear, sure, it invites in a tougher, uncertain and at times downright unpleasant experience where so much can and does go wrong, but what I found is travelling this way, almost by intention, can make it both a teacher and a training ground, where learning to trust usually muted senses like instinct and intuition, or adapting to the chaos, engaging with a deeper capacity to push on, keep going, seeing beauty and opportunity in the middle of what seems a crisis, just be present, be with nature, be alone, and just for one moment in time, listen and follow whatever calls, without adding some extra bullshit layer of logic, rationale or doubt. Because being spontaneous and completely lost in the world, without needing it to be any particular kind of way, not aiming just for it to be one kind of emotion, like you will on your typical holiday where you want to feel relaxed, happy, have a laugh, have a good time. You certainly want to feel comfortable and safe, but any of that actually arm or prepare you for what the other 95% of life actually is. And that's why I go on this trip, was to embody actually one of my favourite quotes from Taoism. Lao Tzu, the man, the myth and the legend, one of the wisdoms that he passed down was, a good traveller has no fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving. A good artist lets his intuition lead him wherever it wants. A good scientist has freed herself of concepts and keeps her mind open to what is. Thus the master is available to all people, doesn't reject anyone, and is ready to use all situations, and doesn't waste anything. Why that rang to me is so often we and I've lived in such limited and conditioned frameworks of what we deem a desirable experience, only being content when external conditions match it just right. But broadening that internal scope to remain centered, grounded, joyful, even in the circumstances that you deem undesirable, now that seems like a worthwhile endeavor. That seems like a superpower I want to learn, because courage and challenging your conditioned self is the price life will always demand for granting you peace. And my hope to arrive at that place, to be a stronger person, a clearer person, hell, maybe a kinder person. At least one thing is for damn sure. After this trip, I will have quads the size of King Kong's fingers.
Well, all the mess with they're all like sort of big corporation motherfuckers, I guess. Yeah. And also very. I mean, probably from someone.
Oh, actually, yeah. That'd be helpful.
The Dolomiten,
Dolomiten.
Asian, Italy.
I've started a YouTube channel.
YouTube channel.
YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. So just started it. New journey. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check out the mountains.
Okay, not gonna lie, I think I've just fallen in love with a German girl. She's a cool chick here in Dungarees, and she's just badass. Asked her what the Coca-Cola boycott was, because they're a bunch of corporate wankers. And I was like, Yeah, my kind of person. But also, my kind of peas. This is the Nimbus. Oh, check that out. Hey. So it's vegan pizza, an awful lot of veg, leek, carrot. It could be good. I'm going to show you how you eat pizza correctly. None of this cutting into slice nonsense. Oh, in a roundabout way, that's real good. It starts. Oh, it's also got some tofu on it, and some seasonings. It starts off like a real hit of vegginess, and then it transforms into a spicy, aromatic blessing. What we got here? Oh, is this some chili paste? Oh, let's go. Let's lock that on. Okay, I have no idea how hot that is, but that makes it. Okay, it's kicking. Oh, oh yeah. My whole body is hot from the cycling and the heat. Now my face is hot. God, that's so spicy. Oh, she's asked me if I wanted some water. I said no. But that was a bad move. I might ask her for a Coca-Cola. But if I had any chance with that German waitress, I certainly now don't if she just seen me eat a pizza like this. This is worse than Justin Bieber eating his burrito sideways. I spent way too long in Trigo restaurant. I was just sitting there chatting, editing. Before I knew it, 5 o'clock had come upon me. So now I've got to find somewhere to sleep. But I've got to say, I'm much preferring these main roads in terms of making actual progress. It's sort of like a sacrifice, really. Less beautiful, annoying cars, but you actually travel. Okay, I'm going to wild card it. It's like a bridge there. If I commit to this, I commit. I don't really know though. I'll be pushing it up into these hills. Oh, it's a hard shout, yo. It's a hard shout. I suppose it's worth a little look. Let's have a little gander. Still got a couple of hours before nightfall. Right, maybe this will be the one. Let's go. Looks really rural. Obviously there's tracks coming down here, but oh blimey. Oh! Ah! These are thorns! Ow! Oh, this is like the first actual stream I've come across. They do exist in Portugal. Right. How deep is this? Oh jeez. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, okay. I don't want to get a soggy foot. I'm gonna get a soggy foot. I refuse! Okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? Okay. Hey, come on. Okay, yep, yep, oh yeah, okay. Nice. Si, senor. Okay. Very damp foot. Ooh. Ooh, what's this? Oh, what's this Garden of Eden we stumbled upon? Which way? And then that does skirt the road closer. So this actually might get us in deeper. Let's go this way. Oh, I feel like such a cheeky boy. Cheeky boy. Where are we going to end up? Oh, who knows? But yeah, today, feeling wise, this was a real day of joy with the cycling, to be honest. For the real first time, There's no thoughts about the day, no real hang-ups or hold-ups. Just sort of really in the moment, which was kind of forced, especially being on that really rough Atlantic coastal route. You got to keep your eyes sharp, got to keep, yeah, really peeled on every part of the terrain, and it just sucks you into the present, even though it's tough, suffering. Ah, Jesus. Just followed the track all the way to what is quite a dead end. Honestly, if there was something flatter, I mean, I could kind of get away with it, and like no one would come up here. I'd have it all to myself. It's just this deserted lease of nothing. But now that I actually have to sleep on the ground, starting to assess how many rocks there are. Ah, it's poop. Okay, I found a house and a hive of bees. I'm getting out of here. Just gonna try to go straight across this river. Oh, please work. Nope. Nope. Ah, bollocks. Okay, now I'm completely soggy. I've got swamp foot. No. Oh. Come on. Back to the road. That was a really bad detour, and I probably lost an hour of time. Heinz, fine, drein. Civilization. Hello.
Day by day, I'm regretting this commitment to letting my hair grow out. Why can't I just get some sexy long dreads or just look like Jesus? Why does everything just grow out? Bloody bonds. But really nice morning at Al Jazeera. Been up since about 5:30 though. Staying in a little hostel room. Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it. It was an 8-bed dorm. There was only 5 people. Well, 5 including me, so 4 others. All 4 of them chronic fucking snorers. I mean, it's ridiculous. All 4 of them were just honking their horn, their nose horns, all fucking night long. Okay, just looked it up. Apparently, God, so bright here. Apparently 45% of adults occasionally snore and 25% regularly snore. You're more likely to do it if you're old, overweight, post-menopausal. So just playing the numbers game. I guess all 4 of the 5 snoring was kind of mathematically low, but that's how it was. God, I need to get some glasses on. But yeah, I would have set off way earlier, just doing some editing, because I'm actually going to try to hit a post office. I'm going to try to hit a CTT, see if I can get a big box and cut weight. Yeah, as much as I don't mind the difficulty of it, like strengthening my body up, I think in the end I'm not going to be able to get a Croatia in time. I think even when I just have like little slip ups like yesterday in the stream, at some point I'm going to damage my bike. I think it's just going to work out better if I can shed some extra weight, cut the unnecessary like double bits of equipment. So hopefully I can get that done, and then we'll keep on rolling. Rolling. Yeah, we keep on rolling.
Yeah, and magic rolling. There's been a lot of Ukrainians though, understandably. There's quite a lot of displaced Ukrainians about these sort of joints. Shame really. Lovely people.
And there it is. That is the gear I shall be ditching. Ooh, that is heavy. It's a weighty load. I reckon it's probably 8-9 kilograms in there. I guarantee it'll make all the world of difference. Be gone. That was absolutely bloody heinous. I've literally just spent an hour and a half of my day trying to ship that stuff off. It cost me like 60-70 euros. And yeah, queued up at the post office, half hour, went in, she's like, no, you've got to do it online. So I tried to go online. Their website doesn't translate to English. I go back, she basically talks to me like I'm an idiot. Telling me all these things I've got to do and get. Turns out it was 6 grams I've cut. Not really worth it, I should have just thrown the stuff, but there was some valuable stuff there, like my journal and the coat I really like, so I didn't want to get rid of them. And then she said, okay, well for €4 I can do the online process. She took an hour, and she was huffing and puffing at the website, and the whole, it kept going wrong for her, and I've got an old lady behind me and she's getting angry, she starts poking me in the back. And then the lady just huffed at me, she's like, in future, you just go online and do it. And I'm like, if it's taken you, a postal service worker, an hour to fill in the form that isn't even in English, what fucking chance did I have? Anyway, it's done now. Hopefully from this point on, less weight, no shenanigans, I can actually make big progress. Surrounded by valleys. Yeah, from the UK, just cycling around. How about yourself? Oh, you're local. Oh, cool. Do you know any really cool camp spots nearby, or anywhere I could stay the night? Oh, I could stay at yours. Oh, cheers, dude. Thanks. Thanks for being the first person to chat to me out here. Legend. What a spot. I made a mistake. I was following the Atlantic coastal route and I sort of followed along this gravelly track, but it ends. Just spoke to some people. It's just a beach, but it's one of those mistakes that, oh, you're glad you made it.
Oh wow. Just roaming around, getting to see human beings in their more natural state, like the nomadic state. That's how we're supposed to be, man. You're telling me you're not happiest, people aren't happiest, they got the biggest smiles on their face when they're just roaming and exploring, you know, on holiday. We tend to wreck holidays a bit, you know, all inclusive, getting riggedy wrecked, but just the more sort of authentic roaming about. Everyone's just got like the most joyful personas to them. We really need to go back to our nomadic state. I know what some people will say. Oh, what, you want to go back to hunter-gatherers, roamers, when we were nomads? What, when we're dying of disease, pestilence, when a splinter could end our shit? Well, no, not really. Like, yes, we got capitalism to thank for a great deal of stuff. Look at that lake town. Oh, to live there. Although, saying that, like all things, once you live there, you start taking all of it for granted. I think that tends to happen when you're fixed in one location, which I think is the joy of travel and all the lessons you learn on the way. But some people so staunchly, when I've said that before, we're no better off now. Like, yeah, modern medicine and science and technology, architecture, sure, it's given us a new lease of life, but, you know, why can't we have both? It might sound bloody privileged, but fuck it. Machines are taking over our jobs anyway. So what are we doing? What are we playing at? Like, why are we all still hustling? Why are we all still competing and battling to make livings and, you know, still selling off 80% of our lives in just wholly unnatural states? Fucking visceral shit. All up here. Technology, machines, receptionists, bloody administration. All that kind of nonsense. I think it's 2050 that humans' brains will be outcompeted by, you know, we've been beaten labour-wise. Soon the driving stuff's going, and pretty soon machines are going to be able to outcompete us in terms of mental capacity as well. 2050, I think it was. So we've got to shift to a stage where we're not tied to corporatism anymore. We all are given a fair wage and a fair living, UBI. We're all paid out the arse for doing basically jack shit. We focus our attention into other stuff. But more of this, more of this. I wish everyone could have more of this. Anyone who's watching these vlogs, following this journey, I hope these kind of journeys and trips and experiences for you as well. Sure, you've got to get some resources behind your belt. You've got to time it all right. But make sure you get the exit plan. Most people stop making work a means to an end. Or like it starts as a means to an end, a means to something, to build something, build a life, experience something. But then that just gets lost along the way and it just becomes an end. I'm just gonna go munch some grub, refuel, take in this spot, and then trying to find somewhere in these lovely hills to set up. So I think I've already scouted a spot. I'm so sweaty. Good thing the beach is nearby. I'm gonna dive in later. But you kind of want to be enclosed on wild camp. I think I found a spot back here. It had the extra benefit of natural cushioning. But yeah, good day. Again, set off later than I wanted, even though I got up so early. Feels so much better than when I walked into a hostel room. Oh, that was stuffy as hell. Weirdly, this last hour, I've had the Spartan movie in my head. Xerxes' arrows will blot out the sun. Then we will fight in the shade. Just that whole film, man. That whole Spartan philosophy. Don't know why, it's been flowing in my veins. No hesitation, no surrender. That kind of toughness, that kind of resilience, that kind of ethos Spartans had. Yeah, man, it makes me feel so weak in comparison. How much I pale. Well, no, it doesn't make me feel that just how much resilience and toughness the human spirit can embody when it has a framework to its mind. I think that's why it's been playing from my mind. Old Leonidas, all the Spartan lads sent out 12, 13, and there's that scene. Wolf. I don't want to go there. I don't want that kind of intensity. But again, vigil. Most cultures had a tradition of sending out into the wild. Pilgrimage. I think the Knights Templar had it. A lot of religions have had it. I can see why. It's toughening, but not in an acidic way. Like the kind of toughness that we're kind of taught or is portrayed to us now. I don't use the word toxic masculinity because it's such a buzzword. It'll trigger people, but it's a thing. It exists. I wouldn't even call it toxic. I wouldn't even call it masculinity. It's like this phantom hybrid of it, like this embarrassing version of it, where it's not really toughness. You know, pretty much most of the older dudes I've spoken to, the idea of being a man is going and slogging at some knobby jobby, paying the bills, and you know, it's honourable, I guess. You know, keeping family and paying for your kids. Most can't even manage that. But it's just this real shell of a version of it, kind of basically making yourself emotionally paralysed. That's what it means. Show no emotion. And I was even just thinking about, you know, Leonidas's last stand. You know, there was that thing about showing no emotion, being resilient and resolute in the moment, because the moment demanded something. And in that moment, keeping that stalwart, disciplined focus, not allowing yourself to be tangented off. Yeah, I definitely think that has a merit to it. Not allowing yourself to get emotional in certain circumstances. But then, what you kind of saw with Leonidas at the end is as his 300 have died and the arrows are raining down, he got betrayed by the, what's his name? The hunchback. When he looks at him, may you live forever. Woo, woo. But yeah, in his last moment, you just see Leonidas actually get emotional. My queen. My queen. And it showed that there was a heart of emotion beating in there. And I like that, because throughout the rest of the movie they kind of held that off. It was good to see, because if you ain't got nothing beating in here, you ain't no man. Anyway, oh, the spot, the camp spot. I think I'm gonna go here. It's kind of really nestled, really covered. I can sort of clear this. So this sort of stuff, real spongy. Real cushiony. Considering I have no sleeping mat anymore, that should be a little bit nicer on my back. So let's set up, and yeah, thanks for watching, whoever's watching up until this point, watching these vlogs. Really appreciate it. Question: what film really hit you with a profound lesson? Film, TV show, we'll leave books off. But yeah, any kind of visual medium that really taught you something, really landed, really made a difference in your noodle. Peace out, guys.
A little bit. Fine. Chew.
Oh, really? Okay, let's go for it. Like aliens? Oh, Jesus. Not necessarily just hollow moon. There it is.